Hi everyone, Chris here at Purely Outdoors, and today we're filming from our Awning Studio here in Nuneaton, Warwickshire. So as you can see, we've extended our Isabella awning display. We've got two new full awnings up, and this is the second of them. So this is the Capri North. So reason we put this one up, it's a fantastic sort of full awning, but really sort of aimed towards that touring caravan. So we've got the Nordic up, which is, you know, massively aimed towards the seasonal picture. This one's at the other end of the scale, so still a full awning, but perfect for touring. And we'll talk through the reasons for that during the video. We'll start with the exterior features first. So it's a slightly more lightweight Isacryl fabric. So instead of 295 that we saw on the Nordic, this is the more lightweight 265. So slightly thinner, but all of the same characteristics. So it's a breathable fabric. So great from a sort of breathability perspective. Keeps that warmth in during the winter months, and it keeps the airflow in and out during the summer. So fantastic all year fabric. It is designed more for touring as opposed to all season, but you could use it, you know, for extended periods throughout the year. In terms of the roof fabric, so it's a double layered acrylic fabric as well. So really nice like pattern design on it as well. So it lets a lot of light through that fabric, but it's really good and durable from a UV perspective as well. In terms of the base fabric, so you can see we've got this heavy duty PVC. It's great for sort of near the ground level where you might get, you know, mud and rain splashes on there. Really nice and easy to keep clean. So really fantastic fabric, one of the best on the market. Definitely worth mentioning as well. We mentioned this in the Nordic video, but Isabella's fabrics are superior from a colour retention point of view. So you can see this one's in this lovely North colourway, so it's like a bluey grey fabric. And because of the way it's manufactured with fibre dyeing, you know that colour is really going to last the test of time. So fantastic from a fabric point of view. We'll now move on to the structure of the awning, so the frame. So it comes with two choices on frames. So you can either get the Zinox steel frame, which is the sort of one down from their mega frame, so slightly thinner steel pole system, or you can get the CarbonX pole system that we've got here. So carbon fibre is about a third of the weight of the steel equivalent, but just as strong. So ideal for touring, because it's at that lighter weight, so a lot easier to get it, you know, in and out of the van. So definitely worth looking at the CarbonX poles on this one. So some other key sort of exterior features. As you can see, we've got really good, well ventilated side panels on this one. So they can be interchangeable. So if you wanted the door on one side versus the other, you can swap those out. And as is the case with all Isabella awnings, their ventilation is really important. So you've got the two side vents. You also got this lovely apex vent in the middle. So it just really means that in the summer months, you're getting that breathability through the awning. Okay. Some other key points to note. So you'll see we've got this lovely canopy design. So the Isabella awnings, very traditional in style. So you've got this lovely sort of protective canopy area. If you wanted to extend that, you can get the Eclipse accessory as an add-on. So it just extends this canopy and just gives you a little bit more space at the front of the awning. Another key accessory, you can get the cozy corner. So if you want a sort of little secluded section to either side of the awning, you can definitely check out those cozy corners. Another key accessory, so on either side you could zip in a North annex to this one, so a 250 North annex. There's a couple other options from their annex listing as well, so definitely worth checking that out if you want a separate sleeping zone to the awning. Some other key points, you've got these really lovely heavy duty PVC windows, just lets loads of light into the awning, and they've got the slide across curtains on the inside as well of those. Okay, so I think we've mentioned everything from an exterior perspective. Let's take a look inside and we'll talk through the interior features. Okay guys, so inside the Capri North now, and we're actually standing inside the 1025 model. So it's probably one of the most popular sizes that we get asked for in store. And you've got a huge amount of space here. So 6.5 meters long, 2.5 meters deep. So an absolute abundance of space, so perfect for storage needs of bikes, even kayaks. Larger families, you could have sleeping areas in here as well. So a huge amount of space, and that's all because you've got that full awning length to the van. So it's not a porch awning, it's sitting the whole way across the van. So you're maximising the amount of space for your awning. Okay, now we'll talk about some sort of key key features that we notice inside. So I think the first thing to note is just how taut this roof fabric is. So it's a really lovely pattern design on this Isacryl fabric, and the use of all these extra roof poles that you get with the Isabella Full Awnings, you can really see just how taut and tensioned that fabric is. Reason for that is the structure of the awning. So the frame itself being a poled awning, you have control over each individual pole and how it's tensioned. So you can, with these Isofix points in here, you can tension them yourself with these clamps, or you can even purchase the Hercules tensioner to give you that extra bit of tension. So it's a really clever system, and what it does, the end result, is create a really nice taut awning in terms of from a fabric point of view. Okay, we'll now move on to the sort of curtains and the windows. So as you can see, they've got a really nice discreet design on these curtains, really nice pattern, and that matches with the tie backs as well. And just little things as well, they even think about just making the curtain attachment and detachment system so super slick and easy. So when you're taking them off, when you may be leaving site, it just makes that process a lot easier. As you can see as well, we've got a vast amount of windows across the front and to the sides of the awning. So they're fully crystal clear, really good thick heavy duty PVC, and it just lets a lot of light come into the awning. Okay, some other key points to note. So in terms of furnishing the awning, definitely worth considering underfoot. We want to make sure it's as homely as possible. So they produce a huge amount of sort of carpet options. Most popular probably being the Bolon carpet that they produce in 3 different colorways. You can get that made to measure for the size of the awning. So definitely worth checking that out on the website. Other key things to look at is how we furnish the awning. So as you can see here, they've got a huge range of tables, chairs, storage options. As you can see here, we've got the lightweight table that comes in 2 different sizes. The Thor chairs, again, that come in a light or a dark grey with matching footrests. And then we've got a selection of different storage options. So we've probably seen in the Nordic video, if you take a look at that, we have a hanging organizer, we have a corner storage, and we also have double and single storage. So huge amounts of options, and especially if it's going to be used as a touring full awning for long periods of the season, you want to make sure you've got all the furniture you need for that. Couple of the key points to note just before we finish, you can obviously see the iconic Isabella porthole window. They sort of use that across most of their awning range, and it's that sort of iconic symbolic feel of Isabella. Okay guys, I hope that sums up everything sort of exterior and interior on the Capri North. Fantastic touring full awning. Like I say, we've got the Nordic up as well, so if you want to come into store, you can sort of compare and contrast the 2 models. But I feel this awning is going to be so popular heading into this season. As always, if you've got any questions on this one specifically or any of the other Isabella products, just drop them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.